Good day and welcome. You're watching St. Martin News Desk, where we bring you the latest and most important stories around the island and beyond. With your anchor crew, Alston Lawrence, Glenda York, Tiziana Hart, and Mizzy with the Sunshine Report. This broadcast is brought to you by TV15 and proudly produced by Great Bay Media Studios in Phillipsburg, St. Martin. And now, let's jump straight into today's top headlines.
Police issue Juve safety warning, a missing teen returns home. Police are urging the public to celebrate responsibly ahead of the St. Martin Carnival Juve Morning Jump Up, which takes place Monday morning, April 27th, starting at 4 a.m. in Phillipsburg. KPSM says officers will be out in full force during the event, joined by additional police support from Aruba, Curacao, and the Dutch Caribbean to help maintain order during the busy carnival period. Authorities are warning that any fighting, criminal activity, or attempts to disrupt the free flow of the jump up or related parades will be dealt with immediately. Scooter riders are also being told to act responsibly, with police making clear that interference with the event will bring swift enforcement. At the same time, KPSM has confirmed good news in the case of the missing 15-year-old girl previously reported to police. Authorities say the teen has safely returned home and the matter has now been resolved. Police are thanking the public for helping spread the information and say community cooperation remains vital to public safety. Ministry of TEATT reviews fuel excise as global oil prices keep climbing. Government is reviewing St. Martin's fuel excise structure as global oil prices continue to push local pump prices higher. Economic Affairs Minister Grisha Heilaga Martin says fuel prices are not set arbitrarily by government but are regulated through a maximum price mechanism tied to international market developments. She noted that a key part of the current review is the excise tax on fuel, though any adjustment must be weighed carefully because that revenue supports the national budget. The minister said similar excise changes were made in 2022, but those measures created budget pressures that are still being felt today. She added that any new adjustment will depend on the finalization of the 2026 budget and coordination with the Ministry of Finance. At the same time, TEATT is monitoring the wider effect of rising fuel prices on shipping, transportation, and the cost of basic goods. So far, government says no major disproportionate increases have been recorded in essential items. The ministry is also preparing a public breakdown of how fuel pricing works, aimed at giving residents a clearer picture of what drives the final price at the pump. Construction phase begins for Sister Marie Lawrence School in Middle Region. Students and teachers at Sister Marie Lawrence School are a step closer to returning to the permanent campus as the construction phase is officially begun under the Fostering Resilient Learning Project, FRLP. The school in Middle Region is the first sub-project under the program to move into construction. The wider project also includes the planned reconstruction of the Charles Leopold Bell School and the St. Martin Library. Contractor Steel Structures TNT Limited has already begun mobilization, with early works now focused on surveys, site setup, safety installations, and ground preparation. While a ceremonial groundbreaking was held on April 17th, major visible construction, including foundation work, is expected to ramp up in the summer months. Education Minister Honorable Melissa Gums said the project will allow students to return to a safe and permanent learning environment within their own community. Prime Minister Honorable Luke Mercelina said the project reflects a broader investment in St. Martin's future. The project is being implemented by NRPB with trust fund financing from the government of the Netherlands and administered through the World Bank.
Hello, my people. My name is Glenda York of Sit, Sip and Chat and Moms in Paradise podcast. You can find us on TV 15 St. Martin, TVC St. Kitts, and on YouTube. Reporting from Great Bay Media Studios in St. Martin, your news desk feature story is coming up. But first, here is Mizzy with the Sunshine Report.
Hey there, it's Mizzy with the Sunshine Report, straight out of Sunshine City, St. Martin, bringing you the warmth and the sunshine you need to kickstart your day. So let's dive into today's forecast and see how the skies are treating us.
You could talk to your family, talk to your friends. Affordability and convenience. Community connection, that makes sense. Reliability with experience. Hey, for every life, every adventure. Number one provider, they got ya. We tell them your data is always on. You can opt out whenever you want. Tell them we always on. For every moment when you want more. Tell them we always never, never fair. I know, tell them is there. Connectivity, that's what I like. Flexibility, that's what I like. Reliability, that's what I like. Tell them, sign me up for life. Tell them we always on. For every moment when you want more. Come tell them we always on. Stay connected when you want to go. Come tell them we always on. For every moment when you want more. Tell them we always on. Stay connected when you want the road.
Stay connected to the best of local and Caribbean content anywhere, anytime with the TVC Plus app, the official app of TVC Channel 40. With the TVC Plus app, you can watch TVC Channel 40 live, catch every episode of your favorite shows on demand, watch exclusive pay-per-view content, listen to Voice of the Caribbean radio, and watch and read SKN Newsline. The TVC Plus app is available on all your devices. On the Google Play Store, search TVC and the plus sign. In the Apple App Store, type the words TVC Plus. And we're also available on the Amazon App Store for Fire TV and Fire Stick devices. Search the words TVC Plus. Download today and take TVC Channel 40 wherever you go.
All right, don't miss NEWSDESK. Weekdays at 11 a.m. and 5 p.m. on TVC. Sync Kids to the World, now streaming everywhere. Justice Ministry welcomes boxing gear donation for Point Blanche inmates. The Ministry of Justice has welcomed a community-led donation aimed at supporting inmate rehabilitation at the Point Blanche prison. Justice Minister the Honorable Natalie Tacklin and Member of Parliament Shamira Roseberg officially accepted boxing equipment, including punching bags and gloves, donated by Grammy Brown in collaboration with MA Jewelers and Pineapple Pete. The initiative grew out of Brown's recent visit to the prison as an author and motivational speaker, where inmates express interest in positive activities that encourage discipline, focus, and personal growth. Brown has also committed to personally training inmates in boxing. Minister Tacklin said rehabilitation remains a critical part of the justice system, adding that programs like this can provide structure, discipline, and a constructive outlet that supports reintegration and helps reduce offending. MP Roseberg said rehabilitation must remain a priority if St. Martin wants safer communities and meaningful change within the justice system. The ministry says the donation reflects the kind of community partnership it wants to see more of as detention sector reform continues. President of Parliament questions Kingdom abstention on UN slavery vote. President of Parliament Sarah Wescot-Williams is seeking answers from Prime Minister Luc Mercelina after the Kingdom of the Netherlands abstained on a major United Nations resolution declaring the transatlantic trafficking of enslaved Africans and racialized chattel enslavement the gravest crime against humanity. The resolution was adopted on March 25th by a vote of 123 in favor, 3 against, and 52 abstentions. In her letter, Wescot-Williams is asking whether St. Martin was consulted before the vote, whether the country expressed a position, and whether any local representative formed part of the Kingdom delegation during the UN deliberations. She also wants a full account of government actions tied to the Kingdom's slavery past, including any position on reparations. Wescot-Williams says the issue goes beyond diplomacy and cuts directly into history, identity, and the dignity of the people of St. Martin. She's also calling for clearer representation of St. Martin's interests in future kingdom-level international matters. New Collège Soualiga wins praise from officials after opening in La Savane. Elected officials and project partners are praising the new Collège Soualiga in La Savane after touring the campus just days after its official opening. The school welcomed its first 550 students this week following 3 years of construction, and officials described the facility as modern, spacious, and built with the future in mind. Known as Collège 900, the campus can eventually accommodate up to 900 students. Visitors were shown 31 air-conditioned classrooms with digital blackboards, a sport hall, gym, library, green courtyards, and an underground parking area that can also serve as a hurricane shelter for 600 people and emergency vehicles. Project leaders also highlighted major sustainability features including solar panels, rainwater collection, and materials design to reduce maintenance and noise. But the project also came with a steep increase in cost. What began as a 24 million euro project rose to 41.7 million euros by late or early. What began as a 24 million euro project rose to 41.7 million euros by early 2025 due to major planning oversights including flood risk mitigation, environmental requirements, and the late addition of sports facilities. Even so, officials left impressed, calling the school a major investment in education and resilience for Saint Martin.
When we come back, we go to our in-depth feature of the day, exploring one of the island's most thought-provoking topics. That's just ahead. Stay tuned.
You know, we all talk about having rights. And yeah, we do.
We have the right to be safe,
the right to learn and get an education,
the right to speak up and be heard,
the right to dream big and build our future.
But listen, rights don't stand alone.
We also have responsibilities.
Real talk, if we want respect, we gotta give respect too.
St. Martin is our home.
So let's protect it. Keep our beaches clean, our streets clean, and show love to nature.
Healthy island, healthy future.
Our parents and guardians do a lot for us.
Let's show respect, talk to them, and listen, even when it's hard.
School prepares us for life.
So we show up, we stay focused, and we put in effort.
We want opportunities, so we work for them.
We are part of this community, every village, every culture, every neighborhood.
Let's be kind, positive, and supportive.
A stronger community starts with us.
And most importantly, we are responsible for ourselves.
We make healthy choices for our mind and body.
We believe in our goals and our voice and our future.
Our rights give us power, our responsibilities make us leaders. Together we rise.
The Convention of the Rights of the Child isn't just a policy, it's protection and responsibility. When our children learn their rights, they are better prepared to take on their responsibility. This public service announcement is brought to you by the Department of Youth.
Let's put everything on the table. People always give their opinion, and you can either take it or crunch it. Let them judge. We give in to the most irresistible flavor. We devour every nugget that falls in our hands, especially when it's our crunchy fried chicken. And let the crumbs fly if needed. Let them keep judging. We'll keep indulging. KFC, it's finger-licking good.
You could talk to your family, talk to your friends. Affordability and convenience, community connection, that makes sense. Reliability with experience, hey. For every love, every adventure, #1 provider, they got ya. We tell them your data is always on. You can opt out whenever you want. Tell them we always on. For every moment when you want more. Tell them we always on. Stay connected when you want to roll. Control my data, yeah, yeah, yeah. Always connected. connected every time, everywhere. Money low, but I never fair. I know, tell them it's there. Connectivity, that's what I like. Flexibility, that's what I like. Reliability, that's what I like. Tell them, sign me up for life. Tell them we always on. For every moment when you want more. Come tell them we always on. Stay connected when you want to go. Come tell them we always on. For every moment when you want more. Tell them we always on. Stay connected when you want to road.
Biggie, 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 biggie,
Bigger than Kaya, bigger than Saya, bigger than Sala, bigger than Muraya. Tout qu'on est wap cavaiti, pas de moyen pour pas champion, pas de moyen pour pas champion, pas de moyen pour pas champion. Marico, Joella, Carnival. Hey, yo pas comme des petits moun nan gade, so fait là. Hey baba, repose up dormi non, pour les bien pipi quand même. Pas comme découragé. I love it. Hey, hey.
Before we wrap up, we take a moment each day to check in with our neighbors across the region. There's always a story worth paying attention to. Here's today's regional headline.
In our regional topic today, the region faces two Caribbean realities as Haiti crisis deepens and Guyana pushes food security. The Caribbean is showing two very different realities this week, with Haiti facing a deepening national crisis while Guyana moves to strengthen its role as a regional food security hub. At the United Nations, Special Representative Carlos Ruiz Masso said Haiti is now at a pivotal moment, with political and institutional steps underway, but warned that stability remains far from secure. He pointed to continued violence, rising civilian risk, and the urgent need to restore democratic institutions and national cohesion. At the same time, Guyana is positioning itself as a strategic agricultural anchor for the region. Speaking in Georgetown, President Irfan Ali said Guyana's disease-free livestock status gives it a major advantage as CARICOM pushes to reduce food imports and strengthen regional food production. He also warned that global instability is already disrupting shipping, fertilizer access, and grain supplies. Together, the two developments highlight the region's challenge and opportunity at once. One country fighting for stability and state recovery, and another stepping forward to help secure the Caribbean's food future.
Welcome back. Each day, we take a moment to go beyond the headlines and look deeper into the issues, people, and conversations shaping life here on St. Martin. Welcome to today's NEWSDESK feature.
From reggae to bouillon to flags in the air at sunrise, this is not just a weekend. This is a marathon of culture, music, and movement. And as Carnival 55 hits its final stretch, St. Martin is stepping into one of its most intense and defining weeks. The energy is already high. After a week of major wins and standout performances, the stage has been set. Calypso Monarch, Yard Fowl, held on to his crown in a razor-close finish, while Angelique Harrigan and Leanne Richardson captured key pageant titles, giving the island strong moments of pride heading into the biggest days of the season. Now beginning Friday, April 24th, the focus shifts from build-up to full execution, because from this point forward, Carnival doesn't slow down, it accelerates. It all begins tonight with the One Love Reggae concert, headlined by Morgan Heritage, the Grammy-winning group known for their global influence. The night brings a shift in tone rooted in unity, consciousness, and cultural expression. Alongside rising talent like Diani, Festival Village transforms into a space where reggae's message meets Carnival's energy. Then Saturday night raises the tempo. The reunion, hosted by Two Brothers Entertainment, marks 5 years of impact with a lineup driven by Bouillon, one of the fastest rising sounds in the Caribbean. With performers like Trix Migos and Hussey, DeCamp and Louis Mello, and Wantiwan and Tioma. The focus is clear: high energy, regional connection, and a push to position St. Martin on a larger cultural stage. But Sunday belongs to Flag Fest, one of the most electric events of Carnival, where flags from across the Caribbean and beyond fill the air in a massive display of identity and unity, with major acts like Triple K International, Kesta Band, and Signal Band. The energy doesn't just peak, it carries straight into Juve morning. That's right. No break, no reset, just continuous celebration. By 4 a.m. Monday morning, the road takes over. Juve brings paint, powder, music, and raw freedom through the streets of Phillipsburg, right around the pond, one of the most authentic expressions of Carnival culture. And then Monday night flips the focus again to the future. Youth Extravaganza puts young performers front and center, showcasing the next generation of talent through music, dance, and creativity. From there, the momentum doesn't drop. Soca Rumble on Tuesday keeps the party alive, while Latin Night on Wednesday brings international flavor. And by Thursday, the Grand Carnival Parade takes over the streets in full color and motion. Even that's not the end. A historic first arrives on Friday, May 1st, the Labor Day Lighted Parade, transforming the road into a glowing nighttime spectacle. And beyond that, the final stretch continues. What's happening here is bigger than just events. This is Carnival operating at full capacity. Economically, this is peak season. Vendors, performers, and businesses all relying on this stress. Let's don't forget the boot holders. Culturally, this is identity on display, a full showcase of what St. Martin represents to the region and the world. But with non-stop activity also comes pressure. Crowds grow larger, energy runs higher, and the margin for error becomes smaller. Managing this level of intensity while maintaining safety, experience, and flow is what will ultimately define Carnival 55. So the question now is not whether Carnival is delivering, because it is and has been. The real question is whether St. Martin can sustain this pace all the way to the finish. Because from reggae to road, from youth to legacy, from village to the streets, this is Carnival at its highest level. And if everything holds together, Carnival 55 won't just be remembered for its events, it will be remembered for its endurance. For full schedules and updates, visit sxmcarnival.life or follow at SXM Carnival on Facebook. This is the final stretch, and it's only getting started.
That's all the time we have for today's edition of St. Martin News Desk. Thank you so much for joining us. Remember, new episodes premiere every weekday at 8 a.m. on TV 15 and across all our social media platforms. From all of us here at News Desk, we wish you a fantastic week ahead. Until next time, stay friendly, St. Martin.